Your next contest is a welterweight contest of 6 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you firstly, in the red corner, wearing the silver trunks with black and red trim, he fights out of Bolton and weighs in at 10 stone, 9 pounds. Tonight he enters the ring with an undefeated 11-win record. One of those wins come by way of knockout. Please welcome Rick Godding. And his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the blue, red and white trunks. He fights out of Derby and weighs in at 10 stone, 9 pounds and 4 ounces. He enters the ring with 20 wins. 4 of those wins coming by way of knockout against only 5 defeats and a single draw. Please welcome Super Scott Haywood. Your timekeeper is Colin Rebels. Your referee at the bell is Michael Alexander. This is 6 3-minute rounds.
Well, as you both know the rules, so all I want is a good clean fight, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times. Touch goes back to your corner.
Seconds out, round 1.
Interesting welterweight match here on this Doncaster card. Crossroads affair in many ways for Scott Haywood, who's hovering around the top 10 domestically, but in with an unbeaten foe in Rick Godding, who's looking for his 12th and biggest victory here. We haven't seen much of Godding. We are now. Could be good, this, Jim.
Yeah, this is a good match-up. Haywood under a lot of pressure last time out. It was without a win his previous 4, and he boxed really well. Good win against Scott Wolford. So I think he wants to get back amongst the titles again. But this is a chance he's taken tonight. Godding has been boxing well, racking up the wins. A good solid look about Godding. So this really should warm up nicely.
A strong jab from Godding, who comes from Bolton and is 4 years younger at 25 than Haywood, who's been up there, even challenged for a Commonwealth title against the classy Jose Alushagan. Never really expected to win that. Just went a bit flat, Haywood. And as Jim was saying, the victory over Scott Wolford, much needed. Right hand from Godding there.
Yeah, I like the look of Godding, you know, a nice solid look, trying to edge his way forward. Just struggling to find the range this early. Wolford very quick, very sharp. But Godding doing the right things, and if he keeps on doing the right things, I imagine they'll start to work. Nice little right hand lead there.
It's simple, but it's effective from Godding, who must be doing something right. He hasn't lost in 11, albeit a mixture of journeyman that he's sharpened his tools on. Haywood certainly not that. Could be a contender again. Body shot though, nice from Godding, and it's a positive start from the man who many people thought was the underdog going into this.
He doesn't string his punches together. I know it's early days against a quick opponent, but Godding maybe wants to, when he leads off, maybe he should step in, let a couple of punches go. Maybe just finding his way here. This obviously is the toughest match he's been put into. So just boxing his way into it, but there's a nice, confident, solid look about what he's done so far.
And a sensible one too. Nothing silly, high guard. Looking for the jab and the neat combinations. Haywood certainly hasn't found his rhythm yet.
Now Godding's work just looked a little bit better in the opener.
Ricky, that left jab to the body, I need a jab to the body, because he's going to read that for a right hand over to you, mate, yeah? Just got to commit a bit more, show a bit more assertiveness with that 2-1. Yeah. Put him on, he don't like being put on the back foot, pal. 2-1, then step.
Carl Ince, another of our good young trainers, has been revitalising Enzo Maccarinelli, who's become a European champion again.
Well, some good work from Godding. You could see he's thinking what he was doing, didn't want to do anything silly. He realised he would be punished for any mistakes he made, didn't make too many in the opener. And just for me, his work looked a little bit more impressive in the opener than Haywood's did. Good opening round though.
Round 2.
Here's the second round, the familiar black and blue trunks of Derby's Scott Haywood, also with a picture of his young daughter, Sian, on the front of them. Fighting for the family and heavily tattooed on the back, but walks into a good shot from Rick Godding, who put a nice little first round together, and he's catching Haywood and might just grow in confidence as this one develops.
I get the feeling Haywood's corner have told him to rev things up a little bit, but you don't want to do it recklessly. He's walked onto a couple of leads already, so he wants to control the pace, wants to raise the tempo, but nothing reckless.
So much more experienced Haywood in fight number 27, only the 12 for Godding, who's out of the comfort zone now, but he's coping at the moment. Neat little shots to head and body. Haywood tries to answer, good action in the second.
See Haywood stepping straight back up again whenever Godding produces good work. This is just to show I'm not impressed. What you've done has not worried me, and I'm still here. Tightened up his defences though, Haywood.
Yeah, needs to, because Jim, I think Godding is targeting that long, rangy body. We've seen Haywood troubled by shots in that department before.
Now Haywood just trying to pressurise, trying to take the initiative, but he's offering too much target as he does so. Good work from Godding.
He's cranked it up a notch, Godding. Haywood trying to go with him. Tasty action between these two. We thought it might be a good one, and it's warming up nicely. Lovely work there from Godding.
The sensible boxing from Godding. He's getting his punches off, then getting himself out of there, deciding not to trade. As this one goes along, he may stand his ground a little bit more, but what he's doing is working not too badly, coming off better in the exchange of jabs again there.
Might have to keep chipping away, Godding, because he's only got one knockout on the slate. Haywood trying to release his own shots. He's always been quick and nifty on his feet, good from angles, but has been caught a fair bit early on in this one.
Yeah, well, they've been trying to force the action a bit more. Made quite a few little slip-ups, which he's been punished for, but he's quite happy to take Godding's punches. Godding not a big puncher, as you've mentioned.
Both trying to drive each other back and gain the ascendancy. Lovely from Godding, who just has put together the more eye-catching punches, and I think took that one as well.
That's it. That's it, now you've got him.
Yeah.
He can't live with the pace. But you just got to up the weight rate a little. Yeah? When it's those 3 or 4 shots, come back with yours straight away. Yeah?
He'll slow down.
Yeah. But that's 2 rounds now, and maybe it's 2. That was a really good round, but maybe it's 2-0 to you. So we've got to win next 4. Yeah?
Work rate.
Spot on, I think, there, Jason Shinfield, with the his father Mike in the corner as always.
Yeah, I thought in that round Haywood was taking the chances, pressing, forcing the pace, but leaving himself exposed a few times, and as you can see with this little burst, Godding always happy to oblige, let the punches go. But I thought this one would warm up nicely, and it has done, but I have it two rounds up to Godding at the moment.
More thrown, many more landed than Haywood. Yep, it's Godding's fight so far. 4 left in this, well, crucial 6-rounder for these two anyway, if they want title aspirations and to move forward in the sport in a positive way. Probably more important for Haywood, who's in his 30th year. Rick Godding, 25 unbeaten, and this the test could come again if he doesn't come through this, but at the moment, he's boxing really well.
Well, we'll see if he remains comfortable with the pace, because Haywood seems intent. Yep, he's calling to him in the clinches up there, Haywood. Good response again from Godding.
Well, Haywood was saying in the corner he will slow down. What if he doesn't? Rick Godding's ex-Army. He might be as tough and as fit as they come.
Well, as I've mentioned already, there's a nice solid look. But he is being bullied a little bit by Haywood, which you would like to think he's strong enough to stand his ground and push Haywood back. Haywood, after all, is not a beast. But maybe he's quite happy that he's landing the cleaner punches. This round, much closer, though.
It might be the lack of power, though, in the single shots.
Yeah, you can still have the physical strength without having tremendous punching power. So Godding should be showing his strength and just pushing Haywood back a bit more. But good, lovely left hook yet again, producing the eye-catching punches, Godding.
A decent defence from Godding as well. Coming back, finding Haywood a much easier target than, say, a year or two ago when Haywood was flying. Head rocked back there by Godding. I think he needs to put his foot on the gas, Scott Haywood, and do something about it. His gum shield loose. Doesn't look comfortable in there to me.
Well, I don't know that he could set any higher a pace, Haywood. He's putting everything he has into this. This may be a little bit reckless. See, again, walking on to a good clean shot from Godding. It's another round. I think Godding may be producing the cleaner punching, the punches that you tend to remember, but full credit to Haywood, he's setting a pace.
Normally in good scraps, Haywood put a nice little left hook to the liver ring, but he's only got 4 knockouts in his 20 wins, so he's not a power puncher either. And if he can't protect himself from these good shots from the fists of Rick Godding, he could have problems.
You have to remember again the tremendous heat in these arenas this time of year. We've seen a couple of boxers tiring badly over the last few weeks, and Haywood has set a pace.
Nice right hand from Haywood at the end of the third, but it could be 3-0 to Godding.